Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Huriwa, on Thursday challenged the regime of the President Muhammadu Buhari to give details of the release of 23 remaining kidnapped victims of an Abuja Kaduna train attacked by audacious terrorists on March 28, 2022. Huriwa's national coordinator, Comrade Emmanuel Onwubiko, in a statement said it is shameful that over 60 train passengers were abducted by terrorists 6 months ago and the government failed to neutralize or apprehend any of the Meridian terrorists who subjected the nation to over 6 months pain and agony after killing scores of passengers during the dastardly terrorist attack. The group insisted that the government has many questions to answer on the Kaduna hostages, saying the government with its shenanigans is forcing Nigerians to believe that the attack, which took the lives of many, was stage managed for cheap political points. Riwa also called for the swift prosecution of alleged terrorist negotiator Tuko Mamu, who has been in the custody of the Department of State Services for weeks after allegedly aiding and abetting terrorist activities, including allegedly facilitating the payments of hundreds of millions of naira as ransoms by families of distraught hostages as accused by the DSS. On Wednesday, Nigerians were stunned when Usman Yusuf, secretary of the seven-man presidential committee assembled by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Leo Irabo, announced that the 23 remaining kidnapped train victims had been released. The nation owes a debt of gratitude to the Nigerian military under the leadership of the CDS, who conceived and guided the operation from start to finish, Yusuf said. Also, the president expressed satisfaction that the deployment of both kinetic and non-kinetic processes that led to the release of the remaining hostages. However, Uriwa Onwubiko said the regime of President Muhammadu Buhari must think that all Nigerians are fools. Hey, where are the terrorists? Were they issued safe passage and allowed to go with their loot? Who is fooling who? So, after closing this shop, shortly after allegedly catching the cash for hostages negotiator, where is Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, the defender of the hostages takers, and this man, Tuko Mamu, was taken into custody and millions of naira allegedly found in his apartment. When is Tuko Mamu going to court? Why is there no trace of the hostage takers who kept these hostages for over 6 months in the thick forest? How did this committee carry out what they now present as seamless release, or is this a rescue? For these governments, it is the work, is the more you look, the less you see. But less you understand. Reward demands clarity on the confusing circumstances surrounding these incidents, including knowing if the kidnappers were granted safe passage. Wow, this is what the government will not want to hear. This is what the federal government will not want to hear. They don't want to hear. They say they will tell you that this kind of a thing, you don't release this information, how and what. But if it is in what is it called, Southeast, you will not even you will not even need anybody to remind them on their official page, media page, social media page. You will see there. They will put pictures. They will put some manner of things. We did this. They would not. They're not going to even ask anybody anything. Just like what we were told concerning the former chief of army staff that was what was it called, that was killed during a plane crash. They told us that they are going to tell us at least a bit what happened, what happened, because a lot of people didn't even believe the story, because the stories that the government gave were not even adding up. They said they are going to tell us 3 years down the line or 2 years down the line. We have not heard anything. So even those people who perpetrated in the attack of NDA, till today we didn't hear anything. So they don't want you to ask questions. All you know and all they know is that just clap for them. Just clap for them that they have done well. And you begin to hear some sycophants saying that, what else do you want? The people have been released. That is it. Like, seriously, you think everybody's as daft as that? Well, some fools are still supporting APC. That's some people's reaction here. The organization will be the general public and itself good. It's go to the forest and investigate. No, the people that did it, they are the ones. You don't send anybody. It's not their job. Can you imagine? You are from the north. You are parasites with nothing to bring to the table. You do not bring any glory to the country. You are not footballers, athletes, artisans, musicians, actors, even comedians. You are not. You know only senseless killings, riots, banditry, kidnapping, then foolishness. Well, they paid ransoms. Yes, so and some people are still supporting them. I just need to see these victims, how they came out. Okay, rubbish, Uriwa. Where are you? Were you in the US or UK, Russia, or whatever? You can't even run your mouth if your wife and kidnaps and kids were victims. You sit with a robust cheek on your face to criticize whatever this government has done to release victims. And these are the kind of people the government will want. You that you are saying Oriwa should not say, because I mean I know that now they will not be telling you after all they've been released. That is why we don't have substance in this country. That is why we don't have anything. We don't. There's no system. Anything anywhere benefited. They don't release them now. Maybe they just go. How they want to take you serious? Things are not properly documented. Things are not done clearly, and we should just be moving like that. Yes, they have. So they should not ask questions. We should not be thanking them that these people have been released. Oga Parkway, does it mean we have no military, no air force, nothing to confront these Fulani herdsmen jihadists? Can you imagine? Buhari and scores, only Almighty Jehovah can save us. I agree with Uriwa on this demand, but I am afraid not get it will not get the desired answer as it was a military affair. Femi Additional can give you a layman's response on it. It's all lie. They are planned to colonize Nigeria failed, so they are trying to fix things. You must be a proof. There must be a proof. My brother, we are the kidnappers. We are the kidnappers. Didn't they catch them? Or how? I just don't even understand. So the terrorists just hand over the victims to Nigerian army without arrest in this country. And before you know, maybe after 1 or 2, 3 months, another thing will strike. It will continue to happen and not happen again, because those who have perpetrated the evil, they are just in this country and they are looking for people who are terrorists. Any deep thinking and sane person knows that everything that has happened and that is happening in Nigeria, from Kaduna to Abuja trade, Kogi prison attack, and down to ASU strike, just to mention a few, is premeditated and staged. Don't ask me how. Okay, oh, they are just deceiving themselves and fools that are still hoping something good can come from APC. They are the ones that they are deceiving. Party governments, hand in glove in hand. Very versatile government. They work with anybody or group. Nigeria is really a failed state with the action of APC-led governments. I said it. Say this will not be ordinary. Buhari is old and does not know anything. It is mere political gimmicks. Governance based on deceptive and lies is what APC is all about. Please, these people are jokers. If not, how can Buhari know when the insurgency will end? There is an agreement. Buhari boys may have carried out the kidnapping, so they can wait for a time like this to release them to care a political to score a political point. Association of Professional Criminals and of okay at work. They can fool some people sometimes, but they cannot fool all the people all the time. And some people are already made the FMO federal mogul. You don't need to struggle too much. Maybe one biscuit or one cup of gari, they are good to go. There are still some reasonable Nigerians. Of course, they don't want you to ask questions because they are not doing things rightly. They don't even have proof. Arranging on it, the important thing is their freedom. We knew from your actions, Uriwa, that you are sentimental and sectional. Your association is a negative one. whether positive or negative, they have asked a pertinent questions that cannot be asked answered. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.